Geometry Dash. A game known for its simple nature, only involving one click of a button, yet able to reach heights of difficulty that most of the player base can't keep up with. But despite that, people absolutely love creating extremely hard levels. We have seen time and time again where levels are released to challenge the difficulty of this already difficult game. But which levels in the past have had this chance not only to be known to be a huge challenge for their time, but also their influence on the future of the game? Well, today, we will be taking a look into one of the most influential levels in this game's community. And that level is, of course, the legendary Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu began as an idea in 2015 by some of the largest creators at the time. They saw how impactful Bloodbath was to the community and wanted to have another level as influential as it was. From this, they decided Yatagarasu should be a hell-themed level that would be the next top one. A level released not too long before the idea of Yatagarasu also gave some inspiration, which was a lesser-known level called the Hell Factory by Team N2, which was evidently a sequel to Cataclysm. Yatagarasu also uses the same song as the Hell Factory, The Flawless Wings of Yatagarasu, and Riot wanted Yatagarasu to be a sequel to the Hell Factory, which is why the level uses the same song, and this gave the theme of the level, which was of course about a three-legged crow from Japanese mythology called the Yatagarasu. From the excellent idea, Riot proposed Yatagarasu to Viprin, as he knew he would be a good host for the level, which Viprin would host for the remainder of the building process. And the community would soon find about the level's existence when Riot leaked it by showing the level in his crate tab, which was named For Rito 2, giving away the song, which got the community curious. After Viprin started hosting Yatagarasu, he started recruiting creators to build their parts. The first people to create a part in the level were Sandstorm and Sonic Man. Sadly though, Riot took a dislike towards their parts, so they both were removed from the collab. Shortly after, more creators would get involved, notably Michigan and Funny Game, who would be the first to upload their parts to YouTube, officially letting the community know that Yatagarasu was an upcoming level. And more creators who had their parts in Yatagarasu would also reveal their parts, giving the community a look at the majority of the level. Eventually, the level was supposedly close to being finished, except for the fact that more creators' parts were being removed. One example is Cyclic, as after he was exposed for hacking his own level, Sonic Wave, his part was completely removed, and for the better, as this part was extremely unbalanced. But also during this time, there were many leaks during the creating process, such as when Cyrillic would leak everything up to Zelda's part. And fun fact, Zelda's part was way longer than it was in today's version, as it extended into Michigan's part. But this leak today is also known as Old Yatagarasu, and is also how we know what the deleted parts like Cyclic's look like. From the leaking, people started getting a very good idea of what the level was, and the hype was building. But the collab continued, and Manic648 would fill in Cyclic's spot, trying to finish the final unfinished part. But with Riot and Manix, drama broke out between the two, resulting in Manix being removed from the collab. Manix wouldn't lose his part though, as he would literally have his part copied from Yatagarasu to Bloodlust, being the swing copter. But from the drama between Riot and Manix, Riot would quit and cancel all his major projects like Sonic Wave Infinity and Quantum Processing. But he couldn't cancel Yatagarasu, as there were so many creators involved, so he decided to hand the verification to another player, which we'll get to once we talk about verification. But from Manix's part missing, there needed to be someone to fill it in. From this, Viprin hosted a creator contest, and whoever won would have their part featured in Yatagarasu. There were many good entries, such as Novelboy, Codex, Terron, and Rustum. But the part that won was Abstract Dark's part, which is very recognizable to this day. And with Abstract Dark's part added, the level was complete and ready for full verification. As you know previously, Riot was supposed to be the original verifier of Yatagarasu, but with his drama with Manix, he dropped it and passed it on to someone else. The one he would pass it on to would be Serv, who was also the second victor of Bloodbath, and after he was handed Yatagarasu, he made very quick progress and reached 33% in only 3 days. And the verification streams of Serv would reach up to the heights of 800 viewers, due to the hype Yatagarasu has built. But Serv started requesting changes to the level, as he wanted it to be balanced and have high quality. From this request, a few parts were changed. Ella Manubis' part would have the gameplay change, CX42's part would be nerfed, And the skull from Rustam's entry in Viprin's Critter Contest would be added to Vermilion's part, while also making the cave effects darker. And after these changes, the level was definitely starting to shape into what it is today. But sadly, Surf got stressed from the pressure he had from Yatagarasu, resulting in him dropping the level. The one who would pick it up would be Trusta, who also verified Sagoop in Hell. And from Cyrillic leaking Yatagarasu back when it was just being built, Trusta was able to practice it himself, which sped up his verification process. In just a week, Trusta would get both a run of 62 to 100 and also hit 57% from 0, quickly surpassing Serve. However, he would take a break from the level and work on other levels like Sonic Wave, leaving Yatagarasu stale for a few months. He would also get 63% in this period, but that was the only progress we got to see. However, he would come back, and very quickly got 36 to 100. But at the time, Trusta's luck wasn't with him, as he would get unlucky and die far multiple times. From his bad luck, he decided to nerf the level, making it more consistent. However, the community gave him a lot of backlash, as everyone wanted Yatagarasu to be the hardest level in existence. But Trusta ignored it and kept on going. He did suffer a 95% fail, but he didn't stop. Many people wanted to see Trusta exceed, as almost 3,000 viewers would watch his streams in this period. And 8 days after 95%...
Yeah! Yes! Yes! Woo!
He verified it. Trusta had spent over 50,000 attempts across 4 months just to verify Yatagarasu. And not only that, but it had been over a year since Yatagarasu was originally thought by Riot in November 2015. And now it has finally been finished and verified, being rated shortly after. There is now a new top 1 that dethroned Sonic Wave. Well, at least for the time. It was great to see this happen for the community, as so much hype was built up for this level. And now the community could go experience it for themselves. Serve even ended up beating it shortly after in just 5,000 attempts, due to his prior experience with the level. Yatagarasu's legacy in the community up to today is something not to forget. And after it was verified, still no one has forgotten about it. It did eventually get moved under Sonic Wave, as that is where it is today. And since it was placed, it has fallen out of the top 100 on today's human list. But the level has impacted the community extremely hard, with 360 victors who went out of their way to beat it. But Yatagarasu didn't end here, as it does have an influence on the game today. And even today, Yatagarasu is a milestone demon for a ton of players, as I've seen a ton of people do as a new hardest. Yatagarasu was a very influential and important level in the history of this game, and without it, the course of this game would have changed. But that is where I end the video. Thank you for watching.